everyone, and welcome to our Facebook Live study. We are studying the book of Colossians, and today we are doing the second part of Colossians chapter 1. In the opening of the book of Colossians, Paul prays for this congregation that he's never actually met personally before, but he prays such a heartfelt prayer that it teaches all of us how to pray for one another. Now Paul starts to teach them the very reason why he was writing was to guard them against the false teachings that they were being taught. And the false teaching mostly undermined Jesus's divinity. The false teachings that the Colossian Christians were being taught were telling them that Jesus was not God and that he was not fully man. And Paul was saying to them that Jesus was completely and fully God and fully man, and therefore worthy to carry our sins. So what he does now in Colossians chapter 1 verses 15 to 23 is he instructs the Colossians through a hymn of all things. So nobody knows whether Paul wrote this hymn or whether it was an existing hymn that had been sung in the early church, but Paul does something that he actually quite often did, is that he used a song or a hymn to teach. And isn't that what a good hymn should be? It's so theologically accurate that you can actually teach. And songs have a way of sticking in our heads in such a way that when we go through trouble or when we are faced with lies, a song rises up and we remember the words, and the words teach and minister to us. So Colossians 1, and I want to read just a few verses for you because it's so beautiful. He says, "The Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, everything had been created by him and for him." And then I'm going to skip down to verse 19 that says, "For God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through his blood that was shed on a cross." Isn't that beautiful? That's the whole gospel summed up in one song. And I wanted to encourage you this week to go listen to your favorite songs. Go listen to your favorite songs that teach you and minister to you about who